next is going to be the Marcel curls, thermal pressing. You're going to be doing your braid, your dry set, comb out. That's all going to be happening up next. So what you want to do is they're going to tell you that you have 2 minutes to do a T-section in the hair. All right, so you're going to section it straight down, and then you're going to do behind the ear, and make sure that you do this in 2 minutes or less. Okay, and that the hair is not on her face. And that your lines are straight. Okay, so now she's T-sectioned. So up next, we're going to unpack the bag. So what was in there will be an additional tail comb, butterfly clips so that you can do your T-section, PST towels. The PST towels are for your hot tools so that you remember to test them. There's an additional towel in here. The additional towel is because when you are doing thermal pressing and all of that, you need to show that you're demonstrating that you're protecting the shoulders. There we go. All right, so towels around her. You have your Marcel curling iron out. We're not going to use that yet. We're going to start with thermal pressing. So we're going to put that out. Comb, tail comb. And also there's rubber bands in here because you're going to need the rubber bands for the braiding in case you drop any, there's extra. Okay, so for thermal pressing, very important. If you bring your mannequin, you want to make sure your mannequin is freshly blown out. This one's a little knotty. Okay, so I'm just going to brush that out a little bit better. So for thermal pressing, you are going to pretend you're going to grab your hard rubber comb. You're never going to let that go. You're going to grab the thermal pressing comb. You are going to demonstrate that you're testing the heat on both sides. It's very important that you do both sides, okay? And then you're going to take a section of the hair and they call it a single press and a double press. Single press is on each side and a double press is 2 on one side and 2 on the other in a row, okay? So let's just do the single press first. Okay, so you're gonna grab the hair, make sure that you can run the comb through it. She's getting stuck, there we go. You're going to go in with the thermal pressing comb and you're gonna take your other comb and lock that in, protecting the scalp, and you're gonna pull through using the butt of the thermal pressing comb and demonstrating that you acknowledge the fact that the everything that's gold is hot, okay? So you can't put your finger here because then you would burn yourself, all right? So everything is hot, you test it every time. So we're going to do a single. So be one side here and then catch it, do the underneath side, lock that in using the butt of the comb. That's a single, okay? So now we'll put that hair out of the way. We're gonna continue doing singles until they tell us to stop, and then we're gonna do doubles. So double or a hard press, whatever they call it. All right, so make sure that you never touch the metal, and then we're gonna just move on to a double. So we're testing both sides. We're gonna grab the hair. We're gonna do 1, and then we're gonna do that top again. So that's 2, okay? Then we're gonna catch it. We're gonna do the underneath. 1, 2. Okay, so that's considered a double. And then you're done with that portion. And you do that until they tell you to stop. Okay. Okay, so you're gonna get the hair ready for the single press. Comb it through, make sure it's good to go. And then you're going to take the thermal pressing comb, both sides, test it, okay? You're gonna come in at the top, lock it in, pull. Okay, and then you're gonna catch it on, get the bottom side, lock it in, and pull. That's a single, okay. For a double, you're going to do the top, lock it in, pull, and then you're gonna do the top again. Lock it in, pull. Okay, and then you're gonna go, that was twice. Then you're gonna go underneath. Lock it in, pull. Okay, and then you're gonna go back underneath again. Locking it in and pulling. Done. All right, so up first will be the barrel curl. When doing the barrel curl, first always test on the PST towel. Demonstrate that you're testing to make sure there's no burn marks. Then place that down. Grab the hair. When you're doing the barrel curl, you are going to stay at this spot the entire time. Okay, so that means the barrel is staying here and we're twisting it and we're clicking. So you want to keep twisting and clicking. Never stop until the tail is short enough for you to let go. And once it's short enough for you to let go, that's when you're going to take your hard rubber comb and put that underneath to protect the scalp from getting burnt. We're almost there. Yes, it hurts. Feel the burn. Okay, put your comb underneath. All right, once you're ready, you are going to take your comb and help slide that off. That's a barrel curl. All right, so now they're gonna ask you to do a 6. When they ask you to do 6, demonstrate that you're testing your PST paper. Make sure there's no burn marks. It's not on, so you'll be good. All right, and then you're gonna take the hair. You're going to slide it to demonstrate that you've heated up the hair. Come in the middle here, wrap it around just one time, click all the way down. Here are all my clicks, la la la, get to the bottom. Once you get to the bottom, you're gonna roll it all the way up and you're going to use your hard rubber comb to protect the scalp. And then you are going to open it up and slide that off. That will be your 6. All right, now they're gonna ask you to do an 8. So first you're gonna test on the PST towel. Did that. Then we're going to grab the hair. We're going to slide it, get it all heated up. And then we're gonna come in. Very important, instead of wrapping around the outside, now we're gonna wrap around the inside. So let it just loop around. There it goes. Let this shell now face you. Take this, pull it a little forward, wrap it again. You're going to click, 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 and make that barrel face you again. It's almost there. See how it's in between, the hair is in between the hairs? It's magic. If it does not do that, it's not an 8. This is how it's an 8, okay? So keep clicking, get all the way to the bottom. Outstanding, that is an 8. And then if you're feeling really good about it, you can roll it back up, put your hard rubber comb underneath there, and then lift and slide that off, and that would be your 8. All right, so up next is going to be teasing, or they may call it a dry set comb out, depending on the proctors. Just know it could either be teasing or dry set comb out. When you're holding the hair, you are not allowed to use your thumb, so you have to like pretend like you're doing a haircut. So you're gonna use your 2 fingers, okay? And you're going to start at the bottom, and you're going to tease, okay? Working your way up. Now, you wanna make sure that you don't make this difficult for yourself to comb out, because then afterwards you are going to do a French braid to this section, okay? You are allowed to use hairspray, but I didn't have any of you pack it, because I feel like you can tease on your own, and if you put hairspray in here, how are you gonna do your French braid? All right, so we're gonna section that out. We're gonna take the next section, thin sections, take your time, and then put your fingers like you're cutting hair again, and then just do 1, 2, 3, 4, that should be good, okay? All the way down.
Next section, holding my scissors, 1, 2, 3, couple more. Okay, keep going. All right, and you're gonna keep going all the way down. Guess we're doing it. Don't use your thumb. Last one.
Okay, so let's see if we got this C shape going for us. I think she's got it. We're gonna smooth it out. So when I'm saying smooth it out, we just need to brush the top. Yes, there's a rat's nest underneath there, but as long as the top looks good, you're okay. Okay, and then here's the test, and that's good. You do not do that, the proctors would, okay? So don't be like, oh, I'm done, look at how good I did. No, okay? Done. So you already had this brush out. This is your nylon brush from shampooing. That's gonna stay out, and then make sure that you're able to brush out your tees. So practice that at home, because up next is gonna be the French braid. So when you're doing the French braid, obviously it can't be tangled because it's not gonna come out good. All right, up next, this section, front right section, or front right quadrant, is going to be for braiding. It's gonna be a French or a Dutch braid, your choice. And you have to go straight down. All right, so we're gonna do a French braid. Grab the 3 pieces. At this point, everyone should know how to do a French braid. Actually not gonna do the whole thing right now. I will make another video for French braids if anyone needs me to. Make sure you go straight down, and you're gonna tie it off with an elastic band. Okay, so also for the thermal pressing, Marcel curls, dry set comb out, and French braid, you will also have to do a blow dry. So this is not gonna fit into a Ziploc bag, so you need your blow dry. Attach rubber bands so that you keep the wires under control, and you're gonna have a round brush. It's super important that you have a nozzle on your blow dryer, okay? So we've sectioned this out about 1 inch, and we are just going to demonstrate how to blow dry. You wanna keep your nozzle aiming down, and you wanna keep it moving. Keep everything moving. Don't go upward like this. That's demonstrating frizz. You don't wanna demonstrate that. You wanna demonstrate downward motion and constant movement. The nozzle can never touch the hair. If this happens, you're failing, okay? So move it, do not touch. Keep everything moving constantly.